Sometimes you wake up and nothing is wrong, and yet something feels heavy. The room is quiet. The day has barely begun. No crisis, no catastrophe. Just a subtle pressure in your chest. A sense that something is missing. You check your phone. You scroll. You compare. You consume. And before the morning even starts, your mind is already tired. This is the silent struggle of modern life. Not dramatic suffering, not visible tragedy, but a quiet disconnection from the ordinary miracle of being alive. We were taught to look for happiness in milestones, in achievements, in recognition, in future moments that promise to finally make everything feel complete. But what if the life you are waiting for is already happening? What if joy is not hidden in the extraordinary, but buried beneath the ordinary? How do you find joy in an ordinary day? Not on vacation, not on your wedding day, not when everything goes perfectly, but today. On a random weekday, with unfinished tasks, with responsibilities, with a mind that never seems to fully rest. The truth is simple. Life is not lived in highlights. It is lived in repetitions, in brushing your teeth, in preparing coffee, in commuting, in answering emails, in washing dishes. And if you cannot find peace there, you will not find it anywhere. Modern society has conditioned us to crave intensity, fast content, fast results, fast pleasure. Your nervous system is overstimulated, your attention fragmented, your dopamine exhausted, and so the ordinary feels dull, colorless, insufficient. But ordinary does not mean empty, it means subtle, and subtle requires presence. Joy in an ordinary day begins with a shift in perception, not a change of circumstances, a change of attention. Imagine waking up tomorrow and not reaching for your phone, not immediately entering someone else's life, not absorbing headlines, not reacting, just breathing, feeling your body, listening to the quiet. That small act is revolutionary because you are choosing presence over distraction. Most people live either in the past or the future, regret or anticipation, replay or projection. But joy exists only in the now. Not in yesterday's mistake, not in tomorrow's hope. Now, this breath, this sensation, this moment. The ordinary day becomes rich when you slow down enough to notice it. The warmth of water on your hands, the texture of fabric against your skin, the sound of wind outside, the rhythm of your own footsteps. These details have always been there, but your speed made you blind. We have mistaken stimulation for aliveness. We think we feel alive only when something big happens, but true aliveness is quiet. It is the steady awareness that you are here, that you are breathing, that this moment is real. Gratitude transforms ordinary days, not forced gratitude, not performative positivity, but gentle recognition. 3 small things, every day. Not achievements, not milestones, small things. A peaceful sip of tea, a message from someone you care about, a brief moment of sunlight through the window. Your brain is wired for survival. It scans for problems. It anticipates threats. It highlights what is missing. But if you never consciously train it to notice what is present, it will remain restless. Joy is mental discipline. It is the practice of redirecting attention, again and again, toward what is already enough. Another key to finding joy in ordinary days is releasing resistance. Most of your suffering does not come from events. It comes from arguing with reality. This should not be happening. Today should be different. People should behave differently. I should feel different. This internal friction consumes energy, and where there's friction, there's no peace. What if today you stopped fighting the shape of the day? What if you allowed it to unfold without constant judgment? Not passive, not resigned, but open. Acceptance is not weakness, it is clarity. When you stop resisting what is, your nervous system softens, your breath deepens, your body relaxes, and in that space, joy can enter. Ordinary days are underestimated because they are not dramatic, but they are stable. And stability is sacred. There is quiet beauty in repetition, in familiar streets, in daily rituals, in predictable rhythms. They create a container for peace. You do not need a different life to feel joy. You need a deeper relationship with the life you already have. Walk slower, eat slower, speak slower, listen fully. Single task. When you drink coffee, just drink coffee. When you walk, just walk. When you listen to someone, just listen. Multitasking fractures experience. Presence deepens it. Even a mundane task can become meditative when done with awareness. Washing dishes can be warm water and quiet focus. Folding laundry can be texture and rhythm. Cleaning can be movement and order. The ordinary day becomes extraordinary when attention is undivided. Silence is another doorway. Many people are uncomfortable with silence. They fill it immediately. Music, podcasts, scrolling, but silence amplifies subtle joy. Sit for 5 minutes today, without distraction, without agenda, just sit. At first, your thoughts will be loud, restless, demanding. But beneath them, there is a steady presence, a quiet field of awareness. That presence is peace, and peace is the foundation of joy. Shift your questions. Instead of asking, "What is missing today?" ask, "What is already here?" Instead of asking, "Why is this day so ordinary?" ask, "What can I appreciate about this moment?" Questions guide perception. Perception shapes experience. You will always find evidence for what you look for. Look for lack, and you will see lack. Look for sufficiency, and you will see abundance and simplicity. Ordinary days teach humility. They teach patience. They teach steadiness. They are not designed to impress you. They are designed to ground you. If you cannot find joy in a normal Tuesday, you will always depend on rare events for happiness. And rare events are, by definition, rare. But ordinary days are constant. They are generous. They arrive again and again, inviting you to notice, to soften, to participate fully. Perhaps today will not be remembered years from now. Perhaps nothing monumental will occur, but you can still live it deeply. You can still inhabit it. You can still allow it to shape you quietly. Joy in an ordinary day is not excitement. It is alignment. It is coherence between your body, your breath, and your attention. It is the absence of internal war. You do not need to manufacture happiness. You need to remove the barriers to noticing it. Slow down your reactions, pause before responding, observe before judging, feel before labeling. The ordinary day is not the enemy. Your unconscious speed is. When you reduce speed, clarity increases. When clarity increases, gratitude follows. When gratitude grows, joy stabilizes and something subtle shifts. You stop chasing life and start inhabiting it. Tonight, when you lie down, you may not have achieved something spectacular. You may not have solved every problem, but if you were present, if you breathed consciously, if you noticed small beauty, if you accepted the shape of the day, then it was a good day. A real day, a lived day. Finding joy in an ordinary day is not a one-time decision. It is a practice, a daily return, a gentle remembering. Life is not waiting somewhere else. It is here, in this breath, in this sound, in this ordinary, unremarkable, miraculous day. And perhaps the greatest freedom is realizing this: You do not have to wait for your life to begin. It already has. Right now, in this simple moment. And if you allow yourself to feel it fully, you may discover that nothing is missing, that this day exactly as it is holds enough, that you exactly as you are enough. And in that quiet recognition, joy gently appears, not loud, not dramatic, but steady and real. And maybe one day you will look back and realize something profound. The days you once called ordinary were never ordinary at all. They were your life, not the vacations, not the milestones, not the rare celebrations, but the quiet mornings, the familiar rooms, the simple routines, the unnoticed breaths. So do not rush through them, do not trade them away for a future that only exists in imagination. Stand still for a moment, feel your heartbeat. Notice the light, notice that you are here, alive, breathing, capable of awareness, and understand this gently but clearly. There is nothing small about this moment. There is nothing insignificant about today. This ordinary day is a gift that will never return in exactly the same way again. And if you allow yourself to soften into it, if you allow yourself to be fully present, you may discover that joy was never something to chase. It was something to notice, something to receive, something that was quietly waiting for you in the middle of an ordinary day.